What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'll be giving you a quick run through of the best mods for the seasonal artifact and season of chosen. As always, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like. If you're not already, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on our new content. So to get started, in season of the chosen, we have a brand new artifact called the Bella Conquests. This artifact is acquired early on in the season of the chosen quest line, and as you earn XP throughout the season, you'll be able to earn artifact unlocks, which you then use to purchase any of the available mods within the artifact. Now, a quick run through as always. In the first column we have our champion mods, in the second and third column we have our weapon mods, and lastly in the fourth and fifth we have our more powerful and unique mods such as Sundering Glare, which whenever you get rapid precision hits against a distant combatant, you will weaken them for a short duration. So I'm going to run through some of the best perks that I think are available on this season's artifact. In terms of which champion mods you should unlock, I highly recommend you use whichever champion mods match the weapon types that you prefer to use. Obviously, if you're using a weapon that's not available within this list for these champion mods, you'll have to switch to any of these listed here. Something that we're seeing for the first time in the seasonal artifact is the ability to equip anti-barrier on sniper rifles, and it's definitely something that I highly recommend you pick up. Another mod that I recommend you picking up is Disrupting Blade, which allows you to stun overload champions while using a sword. Now, even though I'm recommending this one, the overload bow mod, which only costs 1 energy, is extremely effective. Add on top of that, we got a brand new exotic bow this season called the Tiku's Divination, which is a really good exotic and I highly recommend you check it out. One other benefit of using overload bow is that if you make use of the lemon arc bow and you're able to land precision hits, the exotic perk on that, which causes a void explosion of energy, will actually continue to stun any overload champion that you can land a hit on. Ultimately, the choice is going to be yours. I decided to go with the overload bow and still unlock the Disrupting Blade mod, but if you don't end up choosing this one and you're someone who enjoys using the stasis subclass, I highly recommend that you check out the Resonant Siphon mod. While using this mod, you'll gain stasis ability energy whenever you or a member of your fire team stuns a champion. And in case you didn't know, stasis is just as effective as any champion mod in the game at stopping champions. Now, while you may not stun them, your ability to freeze is very effective at stopping champions. So this is definitely something to consider. Now, if you're someone who enjoys using the arc subclasses for whichever class that you play, I definitely recommend checking out the Surge Detonators and Volatile Conduction mods. Surge Detonators is going to allow you to turn your grenades into grenades that can stun overload champions, and Volatile Conduction will grant bonus arc super damage if you cast your super while you're critically wounded. And if you've been able to get your hands on a brand new Titan exotic, which buffs your super ability, essentially doubling up the damage, then you'll definitely want to make sure you pick this one up. The mod that I decided to go with in this fourth column is Infernal Whip. Now, personally, I'm a bottom tree golden gun main, so I enjoy using my solar throwing knives to stun champions, whether I'm doing a Nightfall or soloing a Lost Sector. Moving on to the final fifth column, if you decided to go with the Disrupting Blade mod, then it goes without saying that you definitely want to make sure that you pair that with the passive guard. While you have this equipped, you'll receive less damage from combatants that are close to you while you're wielding a sword. Next up, the Focusing Lens mod, which in my opinion is going to be very beneficial to anyone running in a fire team of 3 or 6 if you're doing a raid. With this mod, your light abilities will be able to do bonus damage to combatants that are affected by stasis. So essentially, you can have your teammates debuff enemies with stasis while you use your light subclass to deal damage. So off the top of my head, if you have a teammate who's running stasis and you're also running a Titan with Thunder Crash, and you combine that with the Volatile Conduction mod and the new Titan exotic, you could potentially deal some serious damage, whether you're doing a raid or even a Grandmaster Nightfall. So definitely consider picking this one up. Next up, we have the Glacial Inheritance mod, where whenever you defeat targets with your stasis super, you'll refund super energy. Now, I believe this one works in PvP and PvE, mainly because it mentions defeating targets. So if this does work in PvP, this could end up being a little bit problematic, but we'll have to wait and see how effective it actually is in terms of refunding your super energy. Last but not least is Sundering's Glare, which is a mod that I can't wait to try out with the brand new exotic, the Dead Man's Tail. With this mod, rapid precision hits against distant combatants will weaken them for a short period of time. This mod has the potential to allow you to deal some serious damage, whether you're using a brand new scout rifle or even DPSing a boss with a sniper rifle. So if you're someone who focuses on long range combat, I highly recommend that you pick this mod up. And that's going to do it for my recommendations for the best mods available. Again, if you're wondering about the best mods within the first 3 columns, this comes down solely to preference. Whichever weapons that you enjoy using, those are the mods that you should pick up. And as always, if you guys want to reset your artifact, you can do so for a cost down below. Just remember that every single time that you reset your artifact, the price will increase. And in case anyone's wondering, the maximum amount of mods that you're able to unlock within your artifact is 12. So be sure to choose wisely, but just know that you're not stuck with whatever choices that you make early on. If you want any more information about the seasonal artifact, I have 2 other videos on the channel, which I'll link down below. I go in depth about what the seasonal seasonal artifact is for, how it works, and you can definitely expect that every single season I'll be dropping one of these. Stay tuned to the channel for more Season of the Chosen content, and if you enjoyed this video, again, be sure to drop a like, hit that subscribe button if you're not already, turn on notifications, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.